this tutorial, we're going to be going over the Spack install of ALPS for Mac and Linux systems. The link to the Spack install and the ALPS website can be found in this top left corner. And we are going to be reviewing the installation steps and just some general errors that might be found throughout this process. First, we're going to go ahead and open up the command prompt and run it as an administrator. So this prevents general errors and prevents you from having to put in passwords for Ubuntu. I'm going to go ahead and open WSL, which is a Linux subsystem for Windows. If you have not already installed this, we have a tutorial on the ALPS website in the installation section for binary install. From there, we're going to make sure we are in the directory for WSL, and for sake of organization, we're going to create a file called Spack ALPS, and we're going to go ahead and open that. Now we need to copy Spack from the GitHub repository using the git clone command up here. Should take 1 second to get everything, and then from there we need to create a directory called Spack. And for bash, ZSH, and SH users, you're going to run this command right here. And if you are a CSH and TCSH user, you're going to run source this command right here. Next, Spack needs to be able to find all of your compilers. So we're going to go Spack compiler find. That's perfect. It's just saying I have no new compilers. And to see those compilers, we're going to go Spack compilers. And you should see this GCC 13.3.0. This is the latest version. The minimum version needed is GCC 10.5.0. We can go ahead and take a look at the ALPS info in Spack. So we can go Spack info ALPS. And you'll see versions, all the dependencies in order to run. From here, we can go ahead and install ALPS using Spack install ALPS right here. And this is what it should look like as it's going through its install. Depending on your system, this process should take anywhere from about 15 to 45 minutes. Process is complete. ALPS is officially installed. And just to go over a few sources of error, it's important that you do this CD up here, which puts you into the WSL directory. If you try to run it straight off the hard drive or SSD, the download will fail. Another thing that could go wrong is WSL does not have enough committed memory. In order to fix this, we're going to open up a new command prompt, and we're going to go Notepad C backslash users, and here after this backslash you're going to put in your user profile for your computer, and mine happens to be this backslash WSL config. And this should open up your notepad, and you want these statistics right here in order to fully install. So once you change that, we're going to do File, Save, close that out. And we're going to exit out of this. And in your WSL, you're going to end your WSL and then retry the Spack install.